you and me have had different goals for a long time. You know, it's to be on top with certain. We don't have a Denzel. We have great actors, like I said. Do
you mean for like Latinos?
Yeah, we have great actors.
No, dude, you're right. I've been having this conversation, and I'm like, where's the Mexican DiCaprio at?
We haven't had that.
I thought Al Pacino was Mexican. I was like, I thought that dude's Mexican.
Yeah, and we take him on.
Yeah,
I fucking love Al Pacino. We take him on because he looks Latino. Yeah, but he's not. He's Italian.
Even Antonio Banderas. I was like, yeah,
right.
We got Desperado.
And we'll like take these people on, but
it's de España. I'm like, no mames, güey.
Let's do it.
Yeah, bro. So, no, bro. What I was saying though was, I've been having such a hard time trying to find the individuals that are willing to commit to it from the start and see it through for some time. Because a lot of people, they're like, oh yeah, I'm down. Let's start. Let's do it. And like after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks of not seeing results, they're like, nah, I'm out, bro. And it's like, dude, that's not how life works, bro. And you know it. If you dive into something, you have to dive into it. You can't be half in, half out. Oh, 1 week, I guess I'll try it out. And then next week's like, I'm out. I'm going to try something else. And then come back to it 2 months later and be like, why aren't I seeing results? It's like, bro, Muhammad Ali didn't do that. Mike Tyson, bet your ass, he didn't do that. None of the greats, not even the greats, nobody who has made a name out of their brand, business, or whatever has ever just given 1 hour a day and then became good or great at what they're trying to do, you know?
Takes a long time.
And that's what I'm struggling with right now, bro. Like, and I pay people, you know, I put them on retainer, and you know, some could argue maybe that it's not enough, and that's a different conversation, and that I'm willing to have, right? If it's like, hey, fucking Diego, he put me on a $3,000 retainer for the month. And if that's not enough, and but that's what I'm willing to provide, and that's what I can provide, that's a different conversation. But if someone's like, oh yeah, 3,000, I could do it, 3Gs, and they don't deliver, that's where we have a problem.
Right.
And that's where I'm like, fuck, bro. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I think do you feel like it's a thing for our generation where people lack commitment? Whether it's in business, arts, relationships, or even just commitment to themselves, bro. Like if you say you're gonna go to the gym and you don't go to the gym, like what's your thoughts on I guess just like the people of today and commitment itself?
I think a lot of people lack discipline, you know. You know, I see my dad get up at 5 a.m. every day. Yeah. Didn't complain. Even if he was like sad about something that happened, you seen him get up and work. Yeah. That's been like a big example for me, at least. But a lot of people don't have that, where they have an example of discipline or a man or a woman that's strong enough to like lead that. And that's unfortunate, because you're not going to get anything done, bro. And the next thing you know, the years fly by and you're in the same spot and your friends outgrew you and you got to close the gap. And that gap is big.
It's something, man. It's something that I feel like we experience and we see as Latinos, bro. We've seen our parents, we see them continue to work fucking hard, and they've stayed committed for the last 30 plus years. And I think it's a new thing in today's day and age where, you know, I've said it time and time again, it's instant gratification. And if it ain't there, I'm out, on to the next.
Right.
Everything takes fucking time. Podcast takes time. Acting takes time. Writing takes time. Being a soccer player takes time. And I feel like a lot of people, they just try, and it's good to try different things out, but understand that anything and everything's gonna, if you want to be a real estate agent, it's gonna take time to get great. It doesn't just happen overnight. You said something though about discipline. What's your definition of discipline, bro? Like what does discipline feel and look like to you?
To be honest, exactly what I said earlier. My dad doing things even when you don't feel like doing them, and still doing it like you love it.
Yeah, I
haven't seen my dad complain one time. And we have a store, you know, we have a little snack shop out there in Watts. Yeah. And since I was a kid, I used to sell ice cream growing up with my parents. We were paleteros. He would still get up at 5. I seen my dad get up at 5 since he was like 24. I mean, he had me at 24.
Oh, he did?
So
your dad had you at 24?
Yeah.
Wow.
And my mom was like 19, 18, I think, something like that.
Wow.
But
Are both your parents Mexican?
Yeah.
Okay. ¿De qué parte?
Guerrero.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Chimpancingo?
You know about that? Yeah.
My best friend's from there, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was born and raised in Guerrero, Chimpancingo.
Yeah, Chimpancingo.
Yeah, I always hear his voice when he says it. He's like, soy de Guerrero, Chimpancingo.
Yeah, my mom's from Ayutla de los Libres, and my dad is from Colotepec. Ooh. He was born in this little town with like 3,000 people.
Damn, bro.
It's called Scorpion Hill in English. And but yeah.
Oh shit.
He's just been working since he was 16 though. So like
Did he moved to the US at 16?
Yeah, when they had me in like 99. Oh, but I was in 97, but I was there for like a year or whatever.
Oh,
and yeah, just seeing them work.
You're here on DACA.
Yeah.
Right? For the viewers who don't understand, because to be honest, I have an idea of what DACA is, but could you elaborate on what exactly DACA is?
Yeah, it's called Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. It's a program that protects like immigrants or kids that came here without the knowledge of it, and it protects them from getting deported. They get a Social Security, they get to go to school, they get a lot of benefits. They still don't get to travel outside the country, unfortunately. If you do, you're not welcome back. But
so if you left the United States,
at the moment,
you couldn't come back.
No.
Stop.
Yeah, so
you
it's like I'm half.
Yeah.
But I'm not fully,
Dude, it's like that one saying in Spanish, just like, ni de aquí, ni de allá. Ni de allá, ni de aquí.
Yeah, it's like, because I don't know Mexico like that. I've never even been.
You've never been to Mexico?
Never been in my
life. Besides
from obviously being born and then I was brought here. But I was one, so I don't know anything.
Dude, that's insane.
LA is like all my life, and only like Watts. I didn't start like...
You grew up in Watts your whole life, yeah?
Yeah, and I didn't start taking in LA till I got into like acting. And
what do you mean taking in LA?
I didn't realize how big it was.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Dude, you got Koreatown, Chinatown, East LA,
a metropolis of things.
So many, yeah, dude.
And Watts is his own little crazy environment.
Yeah,
and it's crazy because growing up there wasn't so easy, And I kind of thought that was going on everywhere. But then you go to Palos Verdes or Redondo Beach or Hollywood or all these other nicer places, and you're like, okay, that it was different.
And you start to understand and see
it's just a bigger world. And it's like 20 minutes from here, someone has a fucking $25 million home, and then we barely got enough for rent where I'm at. It's like like a war zone over there, And when I was growing up, it was crazy. There's violence everywhere.
How old? When would you say that your memory really, as far as back as your memory goes? Like for me, it's like 5. Like I remember from the time I was 5 up to present day. I remember everything. But for you, like when did you really start to take a grasp on the reality around you?
Honestly, probably pretty young, bro. Because I started school at 3.
Oh shit, really?
My mom
preschool.
Yeah, she signed me up for school like early. Yeah, just so I can learn English.
Oh, you didn't know English?
I didn't speak English either.
So you learned English in school?
Yeah, in school. And like, I would get picked on a lot from kids because I didn't speak English, so they would make fun of me. Bro, and I get in like fights all the time because of that. And
shit. Do your parents speak English? My mom, she speaks like very, very, very broken English.
They're like your parents, like your mom. They're all right. They can understand it.
Sure.
They have a hard time pronouncing some words, but they're okay.
So then your parents didn't teach you English. School taught you English.
No, school.
Wow, bro.
And that was pretty rough because
I mean, your English is perfect now.
Yeah, definitely. I speak English way better than I speak Spanish.
Like Latino American, you're Chicano American, bro.
But it was pretty rough because I didn't have anyone helping my homework, and I would get like bad grades. And it's not because I'm not smart; it's just because I didn't understand it.
Of course, bro. Yeah.
And then I would have teachers helping me out. I would stay after school.
Whoa.
But
dude, I didn't even think about that, bro. You're getting homework in a foreign language that you don't understand, and then you have to like learn the language and learn the assignment at the same time.
And I'm still learning Spanish at the same time.
Yeah, I know. Like you're barely 4.
I'm like learning these 2 languages.
I mean, I'm fucking 3. I was probably still in diapers, bro.
Yeah, bro. She just signed me up for school.
Yeah, I learn languages, math, all this stuff, bro.
I still remember my teacher too, Miss Gardner. But it was just a crazy school because there was a lot of things going on around the school.
Sure.
So,
you would always hear of like some stuff going down, or
I mean, all the time. There was people gangbanging down the street, and then people getting shot and killed over here, and people get fighting over here.
Oh shit!
And it was just crazy. But like I said, I thought that was going on everywhere, and it wasn't.
Sure.
And like around, you asked me like what age did I start becoming more conscious about life? Like probably like around 5, 6, like around 2002, I think.
Yeah.
My uncle, he was around my age now. When I'm 26 now.
Okay.
He got shot and murdered.
Fuck,
and that was just crazy at the time.
Were you there? Did you see it?
No,
did
but
you heard about it?
Yeah, everyone just went on this. Everyone just lost it, you know, because he was young.
Sure. 26, that's my age right
that's
now.
That's our age, bro.
I can't imagine. I mean, bro, I feel like I'm a kid, bro, to be honest.
I feel that.
Especially like after, COVID took away those 2 years, and you know what I mean? I feel like I'm not a kid, obviously, you know? Like that guy in fucking, what's that movie? Dodgeball? No, not Dodgeball. Benchwarmers. When that grown-ass man, he comes out, he's like, I am 12.
But I don't. I feel like a man. I feel like a young man.
I feel like a young man. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
But I don't feel.
But at times I do feel like a kid where I'm like, I'm still learning. I'm still doing this.
Exactly.
What I'm trying to say is 26 is super young in my eyes, I think. Like you're about to barely start life, you know?
And when I was a kid, 26 felt like old.
Oh, for sure, right? Bro. Yeah, 20. I was like, oh man, when I'm 26, I'm gonna have a wife and kids and a family. I'll have fucking grandkids. You know what I mean, bro?
And
you get to 26, you're like, yo, I need 26 more years, bro.
We're doing a podcast.
Do you feel like the environment around you, bro, put a lot of pressure on you?
Yeah.
Yeah? How so?
A lot, bro, because I grew up really scared all the time. Like I said, after my uncle died, there's something like just changed. And then, I don't know, that was the first time I experienced like heartbreak in my life. And I was a kid. And
how old were you? You were about 5?
5, 6. And I still remember, I got a picture of him and everything. And he was just like my second father, because my mom, she kept getting arrested at the border.
Oh, fuck.
So, because it kept catching her.
Trying to get back to her
my
family.
dad...
Trying to get back to you guys.
Yeah. So my dad crossed first. And then I didn't see I don't remember this. I was like 1, but you know, that's what they were telling me. And then my dad was here for a couple months. So then my mom, they sent me. I got crossed. And then my mom, but it took her like 4 or 5 months to get across because she kept getting caught. So my uncle and my aunties were taking care of me. So he was just like a important person in my life. Excuse me. And then when that happened, I was just on edge all the time. And then I went to my elementary school. It was Florence Griffith Joyner. It was right next to the projects. We were always on lockdown.
What do you mean lockdown?
You never been on lockdown?
I've never experienced that. No, I can't say I have.
Because something is going on around the school or like in the school.
Okay.
You never had that?
Never, no.
Really?
No.
This is what I mean.
I grew up in Corona, bro. You know what I mean?
If
we had lockdowns from the heat, it's from the sun. It was too hot outside.
Really?
You know? The block is hot. Man, the concrete was just fucking hot.
Damn.
You know, I mean, sure, we had our trouble in the city, but I mean, I don't want to front.
Far and few between, huh?
I know what it's like. 'Cause I don't know what it's like, and that's why I'm curious on your point of view in life, because there's a lot of people out there who do relate to what you're saying, who are going through what you're saying, who do feel the pressure that you felt, that you're talking about now. And I think it's important to chat about that stuff so that the audience understands and hears you and is like, oh shit, I'm not alone. All right, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And well, anyway, the Jordan Downs are right here and my school's right here. The Jordan Downs are the projects.
Okay.
But some of the most violent projects in LA. So there was like stuff going down all the time. Like all the time, people were getting shot and killed. The first time I saw someone get killed was 3rd grade.
You saw somebody get murdered
walking down.
Grade?
Yeah, walking down the hallway to go to lunch.
At school?
Yeah, at school, outside the school. Whoa. Right outside, because the project is right next to the... Right in front, the cops come and everything. It was just crazy, and I was like, what the fuck? And to me, it was just normal.
You said they got shot.
The dude was already like...
Okay.
Like, but we heard the shots, and I was walking down, and then I just see this dude right here fucking out.
Wow.
And some kid probably saw it ahead of me because he was ahead of me in the line. But, and then the teacher's like, get back inside. And then we're on lockdown.
Okay.
But we're on lockdown all the time though. Yeah. Because and at the time, Watts was like pretty crazy. And then kids at my school are like fighting each other and they're part of little crews. And I'm like, bro, we're in like elementary school. But to me, it was just hectic all the time.
Do you think it made you grow up faster?
Yeah.
Like you didn't have the time to be like, oh, I'm just a kid. It's like you're always looking over your shoulder, right?
Yeah, and I didn't like that because I would go home and I'd be like, Mom, I don't have any friends. And I'd watch stuff like Zoe 101 or something on Nickelodeon.
Sure, yeah.
Like,
yeah. They got the whole gang. They're all skating on the campus.
And you're like, oh,
I want that.
I want that.
Sure, dude.
But I didn't have that. My reality was very different. And that fucking sucked because it took a toll on my education too. Because I'm not worried about my homework here, my times tables. I'm worried about who I'm going to fight outside of this or who's going to fuck with me. And that I didn't like that. I didn't like the
trust.
Feeling.
All of that stuff. Yeah,
I had my little group of friends.
That's your real homework.
Yeah,
that's like
and
real
was
life stuff.
Poor, bro. Like dead poor. We had like 40 people living with us in my house. We had the paleteros living in the back, and my uncles and aunties and my parents living in one house. So I was getting like thrift hand-me-down clothes or whatever, and you know, shacks from Payless.
Of course, of course.
And I would get bullied for that because it was just rough for me. So that, and my dad was like, you better not take anything from anybody. So it just like put more pressure on me. My small ass fighting people at the time. Like, you know, but
sure, bro.
It was tough or whatever. So I didn't start making friends like 5th grade or whatever, but I just got toughened up. And then
life sort of teaches you, it makes you, you know, I should say, not even teaches you, but you sort of get formed into this person that you have to be. It's not even that you want to be, you have to be that, right? Like mentally, like you have to become aware, socially, like understand certain situations that normal kids wouldn't have to even bat an eye towards.
And it was just unfortunate because it made me like very insecure. Very insecure.
Really?
And then like I had bad grades and it,
insecure?
Like definitely.
Really?
I mean, not now.
Wait, I was gonna say, hey, bro, I've been out with you, dude. Come on.
Not now, but when I was growing up, you know, I was like, man,
breaking necks, getting shorty's numbers. No, I'm kidding.
Not now, but I mean, it's formed into confidence and strength. But growing up, it was hard. It was hard, and I would make my mom drop me off down the street because I was embarrassed to get dropped off in the ice cream truck. You know,
really,
it was just really embarrassed because I would have holes in my shoes and like I would eat lunch by myself, and I had like one friend, Christian. I remember him. Shout out to Christian Zermeno if you still know this. And you know, and then I started making more friends and a little more buddies here and there, and then, but yeah, I ended up graduating, thank God, and whatever. But then we get to middle school. Bro, my middle school was even crazier.
Hey, middle school was crazy,
bro.
Times, man.
You too?
I mean, yeah, bro. Hormones were flying all over the walls. I mean, middle school was wild, man. Crazy times. I would say middle school is crazier for me than any period in my life.
Really?
Nearly,
Middle school is probably my favorite years.
It's my favorite years too. 8th grade specifically,
Yeah, 8th grade, 7th grade were like the years.
Oh yeah, man.
We get to middle school and the rumors start like spreading around that like, you know, when you get there, just know it's not like a middle school. It's like a little like juvenile hall. So the first day you go in there, you get metal detected before you go in. They pat you down. It's called Markham Middle School. Bro, there's like 15 fights that whole day. Kids are like blooding each other up and crazy stuff's going on. I'm like, holy shit. I thought it was worse in elementary school. This got way worse. And people fuck with you there like heavy. Like they'll fuck you up. And I was like, and I'm fucking nervous now. I was like, bro.
Wow, bro.
I didn't even go to a restroom by myself. Like I would go with my homies or like, you know, because if not, like the 8th graders would fuck with you and you just get like jumped in the restroom. I seen kids like, I saw a kid get his arm broken.
No.
Bro, just crazy stuff that was going on all the time.
That sounds
This is like fact. You can look it up.
No, I
middle
believe
school.
you, bro.
And I'm like,
I'm trying to process it because at my middle school, there was like fights, sure, of course, right? Teens being teens, but from what you're saying with the metal detectors, all of that stuff, I never experienced that, bro. You know, and it's really interesting to hear your perspective on it. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of On My Pod. I hope you guys are enjoying the episode. Really quick, before we go back to the episode, I want to touch on a topic that I get asked a lot about, and it's how did you start acting? Obviously, if you're watching this, you must have seen a show or a movie that I've been in and you want to tune in, or you're just a huge fan of the guest. Usually I have actors on this podcast. But anyway, the question that I normally get asked is, how did you start acting? And while I would love to answer that question for absolutely everybody, whether it's in Instagram DMs, on TikTok comments, on YouTube comments, or even in person when I bump into somebody that recognizes me, it was a very long process. That being said, it's not just a simple answer. I really wish it was, but there's actually a lot of steps that you can take starting today from home to start your acting career. So my best tip, join my online acting school called The Actors Campus. Here I've literally provided you the clearest and safest blueprint to start your acting career. Inside of the Actors Campus, you'll be accessing over 50 hours of pre-recorded video lessons showing you exactly how to start your acting career from scratch, all the way from the craft side of acting to the show business and networking side of Hollywood. You'll also be getting access to join my weekly live classes where I will personally be teaching you guys each and every week, providing you insight from the industry, interviewing casting directors, producers, actors, directors, writers, and more. Inside of the Actors Campus, we also have a talent showcase where you are able to participate in some of the best talent agents and managers in all of the industry and potentially get signed and start auditioning for big gigs. On top of this, you'll also be receiving exclusive invitations to events held by the Actors Campus, such as movie screenings, Q&A panels, and essentially the whole goal of this campus and this community is to provide you guys the blueprint, the layout, and the support that I honestly just wish I had starting off. That being said, if you want to be an actor, check out the Actors Campus. I promise you, you won't regret it. All right, let's get back to the episode.
I'm a lot more wiser and whatnot, but I was fighting all the time. Up to like, I don't know, probably 24 or something.
Oh, wow.
And
wow.
It's not that I was looking for that. It just
that
built
was
this,
your
like,
solution. That was like your answer.
And I didn't like that. Because one time I was like 19, I was going to acting class and I got into a fight outside my store. Some kid just came in and was throwing like a tantrum inside our store, and he like disrespected my mom. And we just started like, I mean, I'm not gonna take that. You just don't disrespect my mom or my dad. And
Never, bro.
We just ran the fade or whatever, and I heard him. And then my dad was whatever. I was going to class and his big old bump on my face. But I see my dad leaning over the counter. Chipotle. I was going to class and I see my dad leaned over the counter because I saw my dad like grow up very like not violent, but he would fight a lot too.
Oh wow.
And
that was what your environment showed you.
It was
what it was,
uncles,
bro.
everybody like from my uncle getting shots. Like people was just like, that's just what it is. Yeah. And if you don't defend yourself, you're gonna get fucked with even more. So I remember seeing my dad like leaned over the counter and he was like bummed out and he was like, damn. Anyway, after that, I was like, I'm not going to fight anymore. Yeah. At least I tried not to.
Sure.
Because it's just not cool, bro. It's not cool to fight, and my world is bigger than...
And I mean, nobody wins, right? Let's say there was a very famous actor, I believe, who was in Florida, and incident of road rage.
Is he the dude that killed somebody?
Yeah. He got out of the car, punched an old man in the face. Old guy fell back, hit his head on the concrete in the wrong spot and died. And it's like,
all gone now.
And you're risking your entire life, especially, dude, I mean, this guy was literally, he was about to be on top of the world. I think he got signed for a big movie deal or whatever. And literally, man, punched somebody out of a road rage and his whole life changed. Now he's in jail for the rest of his life, I think, or something like that. And nobody wins is what I'm trying to say.
Nobody wins.
Nobody would. And some people, dude, are willing to risk it all. They want to go. They don't care. What do I gotta lose? I'll get in a fight. I'll take Z's life for X, Y, Z reason. I got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And it's like, for real? You're gonna do that over what? A road rage incident? Or I don't know.
Just a moment.
You know what I'm saying? A moment in time
gonna
could change everything, bro. Yeah.
And now that I'm this age, I don't even remember what I was mad about. It's just... And then my mom says, like, don't let a moment ruin the rest of your life, So, like, It could be anger, temptation, whatever.
Sure. And it's a bad day, not a bad life.
Yeah.
Yeah, because dude, sometimes, bro, I've had days, even now, bro, I'll be honest, like I have some days where I'm like, I'll be up all night, frustrated in my head, and I'm like, I fucked up this, I messed this up in my life, I messed up this relationship, friendship, this business move, I messed up. I'm always hitting myself, bro, and attacking myself, and I find that just like super unhealthy, bro, because it leaves me up all night, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? And I wake up the next day, I'm super tired, exhausted mentally and emotionally. Then I'll get sick, and then it wipes me out for the week. And then it's just a bad cycle, bro. Something that helps me get out of that mindset is to literally unplug, take a look at my family, write down what's in my brain, write it down literally on a piece of paper and just stare at it. And be like, all right, this is the list of problems. Yeah, maybe there's 10, 20, whatever. But this is the list. That's it. And then I hold it in my pocket. I'm like, all right, I'm in control. I'm alive, so I have potential to fix them. Do you have anything that gets you out of that state of like fucking frustration or when you're in your head? Like, what do you do to get out of your head? Because I think that's important, bro. There's a lot of people out there who are constantly attacking themselves like I do sometimes. And it's just simply not healthy. Yes, there's some truth behind it.
For sure.
If you're not hitting the gym, if you're not doing what you need to do, then you kind of, you know what I mean? That voice is trying to tell you something, trying to warn you and to prevent something. But if you're on the path and that voice just keeps, it's like, dude, you're just hurting yourself, bro. Now you're not going to perform at your best.
I'm still learning that because my life is not this beautiful thing. I have a beautiful career.
I was going to say, bro, yeah, you were like all over the world traveling and doing press and stuff.
It's blossoming into what I've dreamed of for a long time, which is great. Yeah. But my life is not this. It hasn't, aligned yet.
Of course.
Because my parents are still struggling really hard.
Of course.
We live in the back of the store. There's just a lot of shit going on.
Of course, bro.
So I'm like constantly like, I get a taste of this beautiful life I'm about to live.
Sure, bro.
But then I go back to Watts.
Yeah.
And then my dad's getting assaulted at gunpoint. And they take our rent money. And then my mom has problems. Yeah. This is on video. This is like crazy things this has just happened, bro. Like, they just started register when I was in New York. You know what I'm saying? All these things that are happening at the same time, so I get confused about it. And it's frustrating because even when I had my premiere, it was great for At the Gates. Don't get me wrong, I've been dreaming of that for a long time.
Yeah, dude. And congrats, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Last time we weren't able to chat about it because fucking strikes, you know?
But
we talked a little bit about it.
The Escalade picks me up in Watts. Beautiful premiere. And then you go back to Watts, and the next day you're up cooking chicken with your dad. You know, so I'm outside the door, but I'm not allowed in yet. And I'm trying to learn how to stay calm. Yeah. I don't really, there's days, I'm not gonna lie to you, where I'm just like, bro, why am I doing this? I'm sure you can attest, especially with this acting shit, because we've been going through some stuff the last 5 years.
Yeah, like, bro, yeah, man, yeah.
If you guys want to be actors, are you sure you want to do this? Because it's
not. You want to be actors, join the Actors Campus. I'll teach you the way, but I will admit, it's fucking hard.
It's rough.
Very fucking hard.
It's very rough. And I'm like, oh my God, why am I doing this, bro? Why am I doing this? And then I'm trying to learn how to keep myself at peace and calm. Because at the end of the day, you must feel some way. So why not feel like the best?
Yeah,
I do feel like that. And I do believe I am going to be that soon. And I'm working towards that every day. Bro. But my life keeps attacking me. Yeah. And it's just testing my endurance. You know?
No,
so,
absolutely.
And some people have so everyone has problems for sure. Everyone's struggling. It's hard times for everybody.
Yeah.
But
yeah, bro.
Not to woe is me, but some problems I have worse than other people, you know.
Sure.
And
course, you're right.
I would not sound like a complainer or anything, but it's just the truth, you know? So
brother, that's absolutely.
And I hate talking about this because I feel awkward about it.
No. We could change the subject.
No.
I
talk about it. It's the honest truth. I'd rather, because then there's kids watching this that I'd rather are feeling less alone because they're going through that.
And that's the whole point of this, bro. There's so many kids out there in the world who are going through what you're going through, have gone through what you're going through. And I don't want them to ever feel alone, bro. Because a lot of times you see shit on the internet and it's people living these glamorous fucking lives, doing this and that and traveling the world. And it's so easy to make money. And the truth is, it's fucking hard. And I don't ever want somebody to give up out there. I never want somebody to call it quits. I always want them to chase their dreams and push and work fucking really hard and understand it's going to be difficult.
How do you feel about acting? Do you still enjoy it?
I didn't for some time, bro. I didn't enjoy it during the pandemic when we were getting the auditions. I didn't enjoy it. And, you know, I told people very close to me to please stop sending me auditions. I was like, please stop. I need some time. And they didn't listen. And I love them to death. And I understand, you know, they're on my team and they want me to like get the auditions. And I asked them to stop several times. They didn't. And I asked very nicely. I didn't put my feet down and say, hey, no. I was very like, hey, you know, if you wouldn't mind, like, I just need some time off. I just need like, you know, a month or two here. I never got that break to clear my fucking head and be like, you know what, bro? We're in a pandemic. This is what's going on. This is how I feel about my own life. Because I was dealing through so much shit when OMB came out. I was going through heartbreak. Financial stuff was fucking crashing down. A bunch of people were using me for money. Like a bunch of shit started happening, bro. And all of that, I'm trying to audition and do this and talk business and moves this. I was like, yo, I just need to step back to look at the grand picture. I never got that. And boohoo me, whatever. Problems I'm blessed to have, whatever. But because I didn't get that, I started to hate acting. Fucking hated it, dude. I hated it for some time. I hated it. Even when I was doing season 4, I'll you know, working with the creatives is awesome. I love them to death. But with myself and the craft, I felt like I fell out of love with it. And I feel like that showed on screen.
Whoa.
Because I truly just didn't love it anymore at that time. And even when I did Zodiac and when I did Zodiac, I was like, I was out of love with it, dude. I didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
I remember telling my girl, I was like, I want out. I don't want to be in this industry anymore. I want to do anything else. Anything else. I'll do anything else. I don't want to be in this. And it wasn't as of summer last year, where I fell back in love with it.
Wow.
For the first time in 3 years of hating it, fell back in love with it. And it's because I started the online acting school and I started teaching and I started showing my students, the members, all the shit that I have learned and how they can benefit from it. And I started teaching acting classes, and we have like a class of 20 people. And I started giving them notes about the craft and shit. And it was so nice to see it from a different lens and be like, and see them love it, genuinely love acting, genuinely, bro, crushing it. And seeing them committed and in love with their craft made me fall back in love with acting. Now I'll get an audition, bro, and I'll genuinely be excited about it. Whereas before, I'd get an audition for the last, 3 years before last year, and I'd be like, fuck, I don't want to do this. I don't want to tape, dude. I'm like, this is wasting my time. It's wasting my energy. I'm not going to get it. Like, I hate this. Even when I was on Zodiac, I was like, what am I doing? This is so corny. Like, what am I doing with my life? Like, should have gone to college. I'll get these weird thoughts, bro. These insecurities. I bet I should have done real estate. I should have just bought, like, I don't know, became anything, bro. And it's one of those things, bro, where I genuinely fell back in love with it. And now I'm in a place where I'm like, if you learn to love what you do, bro, it shows. It shows on camera, bro. I was just thinking about it the other day. The best work I've ever done was when I felt that love. And the worst work I've ever done was when that love just wasn't fucking there. And it's hard to explain, but with anything you do, whether it's basketball, soccer, sports, acting, if that love isn't there, the work doesn't show, bro. That's what I've learned. Cause now I've been looking at my tapes lately and all that stuff, and I'm like, and I'll look at my tapes from the years before, and I'm almost like, I almost want to apologize to the casting directors that saw my tapes like for those years, bro. Dude, I remember I showed up to a director session, hungover, out of my mind, huge project. And I remember showing up and thinking, what am I doing, bro? I worked so hard to get here. My parents have worked so hard to get here. And I'm showing up hungover to a director session, meeting with the huge producer, huge director, huge actor. And I'm like, and I'm here what am I doing here, you know? And I remember the day before when I went to that party, it was because, again, I told my team, I was like, I don't want to do these fucking auditions. Like, give me some time to enjoy my life. Give me some time to enjoy my life and see where I'm at mentally, man. And again, it's the name. I should have stomped my foot down, but I didn't. And it's just little things that I beat myself up over, bro. I made some mistakes in my life and career, I feel, that I don't really talk about openly sometimes. But that being said, bro, we're alive and we're still here.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel that. I mean, bro, I go back and forth on it too. It's not, I love the craft.
Sure.
I don't love a lot of the BS that we have to go through to do this.
Yeah, I'll elaborate on some of the BS. For you, what is some of that BS? What does that include?
You know, you and me will be at events and we had to like, I know people. Don't get me wrong. I understand when we meet people, we had to like network or whatever. But bro, I fucking hate networking sometimes. It's just
I don't. Yeah,
because you and me will be together, right? We'll be together. Are you gonna be there Friday?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'll see you Friday.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll
bring my business cards.
Okay, but like, you know, you and me are homies. You know, we'll hang out the whole night and whatnot, and then other people will come up to us, and if you're not known, it's like, oh hi, but like, oh, this person just had a movie out. Oh, hi, nice to meet you.
Oh,
it's all transactional. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I just don't fuck with that. And then you see that all the time with actors. It could be an acting class or events or certain things.
That
and like
over-eagerness.
Yeah, and like before, back in the day, you and me probably wouldn't have been known as much. Now that we are more known, for sure, you know, it's more comfortable.
Absolutely.
But
now
if we didn't have the stuff we have, would people even care about us? No. The truth is no. Maybe, yeah, you have a good look and you could play a part in something small.
Yeah.
But the person with the more followers or the more credits is going to get more attention.
With that like relative in the industry.
Yeah,
bro.
Or who's more popular. And I just don't like that. I understand that it's part of the game, but I love the craft. Yeah. The craft is what has kept me holding on to this.
I was gonna say, engaged and committed to it. Yeah.
And I love it so much that I hate it because I've pushed myself to certain limits and I want it that bad because I don't enjoy it all the time. And every time I go shoot a project, I get really nervous about it.
Me too.
I get
anxiety,
I get anxious.
Like I get fucking crazy. You get anxious too?
Yeah. Because you don't always know when you're good. Yeah. But then the closer and closer I get, the more and more confident I feel. And then suddenly I'm just there.
Yeah.
And all the work that I've prepared is now here and the director calls action. But I have to take it serious. I'd rather get laughed at for taking it serious and it comes out good than laughed at for it coming out stupid.
Yeah.
And then I'd rather be the serious. I enjoy my craft.
Yeah.
It's absurd sometimes, because we're actors or whatever. But But it's a piece of art too. You see some of these great actors. If you do it correctly.
Yeah, man.
And if it's done right and you have your pure intentions with it, yes.
Yeah.
Because I see some of these actors, I'm around a lot of people now that are artists that are actors. There's actors that are actors and then there's artists that are actors. You know?
Yeah.
And we see a lot of the actors that are actors all the time. You know? And, I see someone like Ed Harris. That's an artist.
You know him personally too, right?
Great man.
Yeah.
That's an artist. You see his work, you can't help but watch and respect it. And someone like Shia LaBeouf, all these people that are lovers of the craft and give it their all. That's what I want. I don't want to just do this just to do it. I don't enjoy it like that. Don't get me wrong, we've done a lot of cool stuff, but like to do stuff like that again, I can't. Because I want stuff like that I did at the gates. Yeah. That's acting to me.
Absolutely.
Everyone has to get work. Everyone's getting paid to do something. Whatever you do to get your money, but I really want to be known as...
But you enjoyed that project a lot. I remember we had a conversation. You're like, yeah, bro, that was a dope role. That was like the types of projects I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Why would you say that you're attracted to those types of projects instead of like, obviously... what kind of projects are you attracted to?
A lot of indie films.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of the projects where I can... We'll watch a movie. I'll watch The Sound of Metal. You seen that movie?
Dude, of course,
right?
Bro. Yeah, it's a great film, yeah.
I feel less alone when I watch that. That's an artist that's representing everybody, whether he looks like me or not, whether he's from his own culture or whatever.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to feel depressed, and I know what it's like to be suicidal. I know what it's like to be alone. And he's representing that through whatever he's going through in the film.
Yeah.
And there's many films like that. As an artist, I want to connect everybody together. Not
humanity.
Yeah.
Love.
Whether you look like me or not.
Yeah.
Whether you're Mexican or not.
Sure.
That's what I'm attracted to, are projects like that. That's what I did at the Gates. And
that's beautiful, man.
I love, when we were promoting the movie, we had this Q&A in New York for this suburban New York town outside of the city.
I haven't seen the film yet, by the way.
Yeah, you'll watch it soon.
I'm still waiting for my invitation.
We'll have a screening soon.
We could, by the way, sorry to interrupt, but we'll do a screening for it at a theater. I could rent out a theater for my acting school. We'll do a fucking event.
We'll talk. Yeah, for sure. We'll talk.
What can you, bro? The people watching it.
The people were watching the film, and I'm watching them watch it. At the end, I show up. There's 5 minutes left, and then everyone's fucking crying, and I'm like, whoa. And then I go up, and everyone's clapping for me and my director, Augustus. And dude, these people were just in awe because they haven't seen it that way. It's a story about a mom and a son. That's the heart. It's not just, and everyone can relate to that, whether you have a parent figure or somebody that took care of you.
Yeah.
That's the point of the film. It's not the immigration part of it. That's the problem, but
it's the human
aspect. It's the human aspects that you don't get to see. And there's a conversation there later in the film where Nico apologizes to his mom. I don't want to spoil anything, but
yeah. I mean, you could if you'd like to. It's up to you. It's your story.
There's just things that happen, and all these people were feeling that. And then people were like, I felt that, even though I never been through what you've been through, I feel represented through that. And these people are older white people, and that's my goal as an artist, is to connect everybody. Yeah. Because we'll talk about representation or whatever, and people are like, oh, well, we need more Latinos, which we do. Hell yeah. Please give us more. But I think what I'm offering here, and I've been aware of this last year, is that I'm able to offer the industry something that hasn't really been seen that way, where I'm able to not just bring my people, the Latino people, but black kids, white kids, Asian kids, all kinds of kids together, and have you feel represented through my work. Not because I look like you, because I feel like you. Like I said, you don't have to feel like me to feel like me. And I know what it's like to feel alone. I know what it's like to be depressed. I know what it's like to be heartbroken. I know what it's like to be suicidal, everything. I've been through it. And I know a lot of kids go through that. I want to represent them. That to me is work. That to me is art. When I feel less alone,
Yeah, bro. No, dude, that's beautiful, man. And I could see that with your work, even speaking to you when we hang out, I feel like all the few times that we've been seeing each other, it's always at like some crazy loud place. And I'm like, how you doing, Z? You're like, good, how you doing, bro?
It's kind of like our first time actually like talking a little bit, even though we talked, but
This is our first time in like a scenario where an environment
it's
where
just us two talking.
Yeah, because last time we had, Herbert and Gil. But this is the first time I'm hearing all this stuff, bro. Like I didn't even know you went through those things emotionally. And I want to ask you, how did you get through them? How did you get through the depression, the anxiety, all the mental demons that we can carry at times? Like, what helps you, I guess, quiet down those voices? Because they never really go away. Everyone still gets them. But what helps you quiet those voices down? Is it chatting with somebody? Is it going on a run? Because my goal is if we could help one life out there, bro, or teach them something of how to get through that stuff, that's my whole goal,
I pray a lot.
Really?
I ask Jehovah for everything. He's given me everything I've ever wanted, and he's always been with me. On the day of my premiere, I had my favorite Bible text on my pants, Joshua 1:9. Have I not commanded you? Do not be struck with terror, fear. Be strong and courageous. For the Lord Jehovah is with you wherever you go.
Okay. Is that Jehovah?
Jehovah, God, that's Yahweh.
Oh, okay.
Name, yeah.
Like Jehovah Witness? Like
yeah,
that?
so I grew up Jehovah's Witness growing up.
Okay,
yeah,
that's who you grew up with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't practice it as much anymore. When I was like 10, I stopped. But I always stayed with God, even if I've distanced myself from Him. He's always stuck with me. And but I also work out every day at like 5 a.m. with my best friend Alex.
Bro. Yeah, you look good from last time I saw. I mean, you look fucking really good now, bro.
Thank you, bro. Yeah. And then I talk to my friends. I'm always around people that keep me calm, and I trust. Yeah. Because it's hard to trust people, especially, you can attest in this industry we're in, you don't really know who's your friend. People would just use you. Yeah. But luckily I have my parents too that have held it down for me anytime I've been through any adversity. But my whole life has been adversity, so I'm kind of just used to it. I would never kill myself, I would never do it. Have I had thoughts? Yes. Would I do it? No. It's just, I can't do it.
It's not who you are as an individual, as an artist, as a
I would never do it. And it'd just be selfish of me to do that to my mom. Everything I've worked for. Of course. Man. And people have dealt with that, and I feel really bad for the people that have done that, And I hope you feel that way. I'm sorry. I can't give any answers, but I hope and pray if you believe in God. And
I went to church for the first time in years the other day.
How was that?
It was so something happened in 2020. And I made a promise to God that if He got me out of that situation, that I would go to church for the first time since I was a child. And I'd like to say that I've always had a relationship with God, even if I never attended churches. I've always prayed. I've always thanked God for everything. As soon as I wake up, I pray. Oh, as soon as I wake up, first, I don't even get out of bed. I literally just flip, start praying. And I only pray for health. And I say, God, please give me health and I can take care of the rest. Just please give me my health. That's it. That's all I need. I'll take care of the rest. I'll take care of the bullshit. I'll take care of the stress. I'll rip my hair out, whatever. I'll do it all. Just take care of my health and my family's health, my loved one's health. I went to church for the first time because I'd never kept my promise for 4 years, and it was eating at me for 4 years every single day. I was like, dude, every single day was in the back of my head. Go to church, Diego. Go to church, Diego. Go to church. And recently, I just had a buddy pass, and we just buried him last week, and it kind of it freaked me out a little bit, bro. I mean, you're looking at your best friend, he passed, lifeless body, such a good person, and it just makes you question a lot of things, bro. And you start to really look at life as this precious gift that we're given, and sometimes I find myself taking it for granted, treating people like shit, saying things that are incredibly disrespectful to those closest to me, who I love, who I adore, who only try to help me and benefit me, disrespecting myself with bad habits or dark thoughts or vices, whether it's alcohol or whether it's other stupid things. And I'm like, look, man, I need to keep my word, because in life, that's all you are. If you can't keep your word to another human being or to yourself, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. And if I can't keep a word that I promised God, myself, a situation that He got me out of, then I'm just a dirtball, man. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it was eating at me for 4 years. And finally, I went to church and I kept my promise. And I'll continue to go there just to educate myself on it. And whatever people's thoughts are on religion, everyone's, you can have your own thoughts, of course. There's different religions and all that stuff. And I'm going to keep going. I'm going to educate myself on that religion. And I also want to study other religions, and just to understand them. Why not? It doesn't hurt. Yeah. It doesn't hurt. I don't have kids right now. I have time. Why can't I pick up a book and read? What does that hurt? To see things from other perspectives.
So you stop practicing for a while?
I never stopped praying. I never stopped praying. I've had a lot of medical issues, bro, since I was a little kid. I had, I don't want to say what happened to me when I was a child, but because I don't want my enemies to know my weaknesses. You know what I mean? But I had to do a lot of, I saw a lot of doctors growing up, and, had to do a lot of MRIs and watch over certain things that I had wrong with my health. And I just remember, bro, like, always praying. And the one thing I asked for was just health. God, please give me health. obviously, occasionally, bro, like, you know, I get that one audition. I'm like, hey, God, please, you know, like if I could get that call back, that'd be cool. But always health, bro. I've always prayed to, you know, for my health. And obviously there's been times where I've been upset with God and you know, I'll curse the heavens and I'll get mad and I'll be confused and I don't understand and I'll break down. I'm like, I just don't get it. Why is this happening? You know, had some, you know, stuff happen in my family recently where I feel like it was my fault. You know, I haven't said this publicly, but I had an incident happen, bro. And I feel like I tore apart my family. You know, I had, you know, it sucks. I can't fucking go into detail. I wish I could talk about it openly, and maybe I should, but I also want to respect my, you know, the people in my family. But I essentially indirectly hurt the person I loved most in my life by doing something where I thought I was helping them. And I speak to my friends about it and they're like, dude, that wasn't your fault. But I'm like, well, if I never did this, then that separation wouldn't be able to happen. And sometimes, bro, I feel like I'm a burden to people and I feel like the people around me always get hurt and it eats at me.
I feel that.
I have the craziest guilt. I have friends who they see what I have and instantly they want to be actors too. And I'm like, bro, you don't know what you're getting yourself into. They're like, no, but you did it, so I want to be an actor too.
It's not that easy.
And then I feel bad because I'm like, fuck, bro, like you don't want to go down that path, man. If you see the glamour of it, you see people asking me for selfies, cool, or you see me on TV, cool, bro, but you don't understand dude, you don't understand the journey that you have to go through, bro, as an artist, as a human being, bro. You don't understand what it's like to like fucking move to LA, 18 years old, you got cockroaches in your apartment, your fucking neighbors are trying to, you know, they're trying to bang on you, they're trying to like punk you out for money and shit. And nobody saw that, bro. I remember I had a co-star come over to my house one time, to my apartment, just to rehearse some lines. And he's like, bro, he's like, you live here? I'm like, yeah, why? He's like, bro, he's like, this isn't safe. I was like, yeah, I know, but you know, it's for what I can afford. People see the highs, they don't see the lows. And they just want the fucking highs right away. And it's like, dude, if you're not willing to go through the lows, the highs, you're not going to achieve the highs. And I don't know. And I guess indirectly, sometimes I feel like what people see with my life, I influence them for better or for worse. And it just eats at me, bro. It just makes me feel guilty.
Like survivor's guilt?
Like what?
Survivor's guilt? Like,
I don't know, bro. It's just a weird guilt that I always feel, man. I stay up late at night and I'll just think about like the butterfly effect of like, well, if this never happened to me, then that would have never happened. And I never, like, I distance myself from people, bro, a lot because I don't want to affect their life negatively anymore. And people think, I had a homie, he reached out, like, man, you switched up, you're cold, this and that. And I'm like, no, dude, it's because I love you that I want to stay away from you. It's because I love you that I don't want to influence your life for the worse, man. But I don't know. I guess that's what I face sometimes, just like this crazy guilt, man. And you know, I'm still dealing with it. I'm still trying to figure things out. And yeah, I don't know.
Well, I hope you know, God blesses you with that answer soon, bro. Keep praying.
Yeah.
And I keep praying every day. I understand too, you know, like I stopped practicing a lot of stuff for a long time and I felt really guilty about it too. So just, I noticed over time, God has just been with me everywhere.
Yeah.
And even if I didn't want him there, he was watching over me. And sometimes you don't even know what God's doing for you till later, you know? So
it's like that.
It's a human experience.
Have you heard that one saying where it's like the farmer and his son and they're on the land and a bunch of horses come. I'm butchering the saying completely, but like a bunch of horses come. And then somebody goes, man, you're so lucky. You're incredibly blessed. And the farmer goes, we'll see. And then his son starts training the horses. Then he falls off, breaks his leg. And the other guy's like, oh, man, what a tragedy, man. That's unfortunate. And the farmer goes, we'll see. And then they call for a draft and they're recruiting all the young soldiers. And his son can't go because he has a broken leg. And everyone dies at that war. And then the other guy's like, man, that's so fortunate. And it's like, we'll see. And it's like, dude, just a series of events that like have consequence after, for better, for worse. And that's just life, man.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason, bro. Even if you're going through pain, or whatever it is. I saw a video of myself that I took with my best friends when I was like 19. We were talking about what we were going to be in 5 years. And, a lot of stuff has happened. I said a lot of stuff. I was like, I'm going to have a movie. I'm going to be one of the first Mexicans to do it, blah, blah. Yeah. And a lot of things haven't happened yet. We said, well, but I was like, wow. He has no idea what he's about to go through and all this stuff. But I love the man I'm becoming. I love the man I'm, present me is counting on younger me and future me as well. Yeah. I want to be someone great and I want to be a great man as well. Being a great actor is going to be great. And you already I want to be a good man, too. And I'm learning every day because, I have my problems too and I'm trying to learn how to be better, That's why I don't drink or, when we go out, I'll have a drink or two, but I don't, every now and then.
I drink a lot. I used to, at least. I stopped drinking. But
not as much as we went out, though.
Yeah, I mean, I have a problem with like, I need to chill the fuck out.
Why do you like alcohol like that? I've never been a big fan of it. I'll have one or two, like if we've gone out, but every time I gotten drunk, bro, I hate throwing up the next day.
Really?
I never throw up. I think I've gotten hungover like 4 times in my life.
Really?
No, probably a little more, but
I stopped drinking completely because it was, affecting the relationship in my life. I'll have a drink, sure, 1 drink, 2 drinks. I've never had an addiction to the alcohol. It was an addiction to the chaos. I became addicted to the chaos, bro. It wasn't so much that I needed the alcohol. I'm like, I need to feel drunk. It was what I'd like to go into the certain environment. I like to get the alcohol to create the certain feeling so that the certain chaos would happen in my life. And I found myself chasing that chaos because it was the most alive I've ever felt.
Interesting.
And I would do the stupidest shit ever. Stupidest things I cannot say on camera. And I was just chasing chaos, bro. And I felt alive and I loved it.
Wow.
But then I took a look around and I was hurting so many people, bro.
Right.
So many people who I love, people who would take a bullet for me, bro. And I took a look in the mirror and I was like, you're not going to last 5 years like this, bro. You keep this up, all right? I know exactly. We've seen this path time and time again, especially with artists. It's not a good path, man. And at the end of the day, like you said, bro, I got to take care of my mom. I got to take care of my family, my loved ones. And if I'm out of the game, then they're counting on me. So I can't, so I switched up my life. I was like, man, fuck this. I'm not drinking anymore. And yeah, bro.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of alcohol, bro. I don't know. Like, I get it. I mean, that's cool, but I'm like, I don't know, bro. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. I like
candy shots.
Nah, I mean, we'll have it. It's cool. We'll have a shot or whatever. But like, it's rare though. Like, I don't really go out, and if I do, I'll have sparkling water.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of boring that way. Or I'll have a glass of whiskey, and then I'll leave half of it there. Like, I crave a drink.
Sure.
Yeah,
especially
I just enjoy it.
Ones.
Yeah, or a glass of whiskey or a margarita or something, but
yeah, sure.
That's it. I don't I don't fuck with it, bro. I don't like smoking weed. It gets me anxious. I used to smoke weed.
I thought you used to smoke weed
during the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
But not anymore, bro. Yeah. I got off that. Last time I did it, I had a full-on like panic attack. I was like, this is not for me either. I haven't smoked in like 2-3 years.
I don't smoke weed. I can't smoke weed.
Yeah, it's not for me.
I get anxious, bro.
Yeah.
I get in my head. I get anxiety. I start tripping out. I start overthinking everything.
Yeah. I've never done anything else, so I'm pretty boring. Like I have, like I said, I don't know. I don't like not having control of my body.
Yeah, bro, for sure. And yeah, I get scared of that, of my mind. I'm like, wait, I'm like letting go of the wheel right now. Like, obviously, there's gonna be times where you don't feel in control, but like when you're, baked, like you're really not in control, man.
Like if we were having a couple of drinks right now, like, and it's just happening organically.
Oh,
hell
sure, yeah.
But like to go out to the bar and like, no, I can't do it.
Man, that's where I was. Yeah, that's where I was, dude. It was 24 and just felt like I was invincible and had tragedy happen and was trying to process it. And I just wanted to get my mind off things. And that answer for me was alcohol at the time. And I realized how detrimental that was, bro. It wasn't the answer. It was not the answer.
Damn. That's crazy.
But I'm glad I was able to recognize that behavior. People called me out in my life. And I was like, you know what? They're right.
Yeah.
I made the change.
Wow. Yeah, especially because we're getting older now too. Damn,
estamos viejos, bro. Ya estamos viejos, bro.
Time is flying by,
My
bro.
back hurts now, bro.
Isn't that crazy? Are you how are you doing nowadays?
I just told my cousin this yesterday because we were together here. For the first time in my life, happy's not the word. I'm genuinely satisfied with where I am in the process. And I'm fine with understanding that I'm not where I want to be, because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm able to make the steps forward that, whether it's with acting or not, I'm not in control. Humans never in control really, but creatively, I feel like I'm in control, and I feel like that thirst sounds really corny, bro, but like that thirst to create is being satisfied. Whether it's with the podcast, I swore I would never do this, and I genuinely love it, bro, because I get to hear your story, I get to hear your mind, I get to see life in a way where I'm like, damn, I've never experienced what you've experienced, bro. Never have. I've never heard you say that you love to represent people and move people emotionally and want to inspire those who don't feel seen.
Yeah.
And that makes me go out throughout my days and I'm like, damn, bro, like I need to see things from every perspective, you know?
Mm.
So for the first time in my life, bro, I'm able to like express myself artistically and create. And bro, I don't really care, you know, about the fame and all that shit. That shit is an illusion, man. It's an illusion, bro.
It is.
It truly is, man.
It is.
It's just
some people don't get that.
Big giant illusion, bro.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Big giant illusion. And people who spend their whole lives chasing that I want to be famous, I want to be famous. But I would like to argue that, no, they don't. Because you can be famous overnight by doing some stupid atrocity, doing some crazy shit online and putting it out there. And you'll go viral and you'll go famous. You will. But I'd like to argue that there's more better human beings in the world who do have values and morals and all that and have a moral compass still in the world.
Mm.
But yeah, bro, fame is an illusion. And obviously when I was a young artist, I was chasing that. I'll admit it. I was chasing fame, bro.
Mm.
I wanted to be famous, bro. I was like, I want that, because I was so crushed and devastated by a heartbreak. I was like, I never want to go through that again. I want the whole world to fall in love with me as Diego, as the artist, whatever, as the characters, whatever, so that I never have to experience that heartbreak ever again. And then you know, shit happens, you get what you want, and then you still feel empty inside. There's like a void in there. And then you realize that's such a soulless like target to chase. And now for the first time, I'm just like, I just want to create, bro. I simply just love creating, bro. I love my school. I love teaching, bro. I love teaching. I love being there, helping people out. It's just satisfying, bro. Obviously, where do I want to be? I want to be on a set. I want to be working on movies and TV shows, and again, that's the wall I'm climbing right now, and I'll gladly climb it, bro.
Yeah.
But I'm also gonna do other shit, because I'm not just gonna wait around. Yeah, like, I'm gonna create stuff. I'm writing some stuff, you know. I'm not a very great writer,
me
but
too.
I'm gonna try, you know. And that, for the first time in my life, bro, I'm like, okay, Diego, you want to talk about it, be about it.
Mm.
And when I'm not about it, then I feel like shit. If I'm being
I feel
honest, I'll have days where I'm like, pinche pendejo, no hiciste nada. Te pagaste, güey. You know, I was just chilling de huevón todo el día, bro.
No, yeah, I feel
Pasaste
that.
huevón.
I don't know. I'm never even satisfied with anything either, though. I feel that because it gets very. I put in a lot of work and still not there. And then you are there and you'll get a big prize, but it's not, like I said, it hasn't aligned with my life at least. And I'm glad you spoke about the fame topic, because everyone's like chasing that most of the day, especially now our era. But
social media,
it's fucking whack.
Stuff, dude, yeah,
it's not what you think it is. And I've had a little taste of it. You've had a bigger taste of it.
I remember,
and it's just
bro,
like,
yeah. No, dude, you were getting eyeballs from the whole show when we were on the show together. This massive audience, you could have started a little fucking army, dude, right there.
And
like a big army.
And I still have that little army.
No,
and
I know.
It's crazy,
for
and
sure.
I'm really thankful for you guys for doing that. But I'm not. It wasn't something like, because when I started acting, you like wanted to be an actor.
Yeah,
I was chosen to be an actor, so it was not this thing that I knew I was going to be here and do these things. Like if you would have asked me when we were in high school if I want to be an actor, no way. That was fucking cheesy. It just happened.
Yeah.
So it put me in a different perspective when all these things started happening. And I just wanted money to help out my parents and buy them a house and get them out of debt and all these things that were happening.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I did it for. Yeah. All the fame, all the stuff that has been going on in my life has been chasing me. And it's inevitable. And I know I'm going to get bigger soon. Brother, and pretty soon I'm going to be huge.
It's on the way. I literally, if there's one person I would bet on, it'd be you, bro.
I appreciate that.
I'd be like, Z. Yeah, I'd be like, who can I bet on? I'm like, let me see my options. I'd be like, oh, I'll go with Z. I put it all on Z. You know, put it all on red. I'd be like, put it all on Z, bro. I'm being serious.
And I thank you for that, bro. Same. And you know, we're gonna be working on many stuff together in the future, you know. But
absolutely, bro.
I wanted the money. I really wanted to help my parents out. You know, we're struggling heavy still to this day. And that gets hard, bro, because people will be like, oh, well, let's talk about this or that on normal society. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking about how I'm going to help out my parents and do this. It gets hard to live in a store and then like have all these beautiful things happen for your movie or whatever. And then, but I know this last year, I was also aware of the fact that, damn, I'm a voice for the voiceless. And when it all aligns, I'll be able to help out. That army is going to get bigger and it's going to be like a little cult following. Because the kids from all my block are still there. They'll still make edits of me on
Of course, bro. I'll see them on
like,
TikTok.
whoa.
I'll come across. I'm like, what the hell?
And I had those little lines, right? And I'm excited for you guys to watch the movie. But and show you guys that I can actually act.
I'll post clips with you too on TikTok. And people are like, oh my God, I love him so much.
And they're great, you know, because it's cool to like have that gift of being able to have kids feel represented and feel less alone. Yeah. And I've understood that. You know, people like you and me don't, I mean, at least we're more aware of it now, but it's a big responsibility too, to not be the perfect person, but to be an honest person. Yeah. You know, because we're not, you know, we fuck up all the time. But
dude, I'm not perfect, bro. Yeah. I'm glad you're saying that, man. Because people look at us and they're like, oh, they're perfect. They got
and we don't, bro. Like, trust me, we feel the same way as you guys.
Sinners, bro. We make mistakes. And the only thing you can do is learn and adjust, bro. Pick yourself up, pick up the pieces that fell, and okay, let's put it back together. Every day, every fucking day. That's the thing, bro.
It's a trip. And you ever seen Marlon Brando's documentary?
I haven't.
I think I've sent it to you. You gotta watch it. Watch it. It's called "Listen to Me, Marlon." I give it to a lot of my friends, a lot of my people. But I
think I read the novel, the autobiography. I read it when I first.
It's his documentary on his life.
Oh, he made it.
It's a boy. They made it on him about when he died, and
oh wow, okay.
He talks about the stuff we talked about today, about the stuff about acting and how it can be absurd, but how actors make a contribution to people's lives.
Sure.
All these things, and there's a saying where he says, "In the kingdom of the blind, the man with one eye is the king, and I am the king." And a lot of actors, a lot of people walk around and kind of just blind to everything, not being able to see through the chandelier the way we're able to see. And they're all carbon copies of each other, and it's kind of sad, bro. Because then the truth is, it's gonna slap you eventually. I mean, I'm glad you're aware of it, because a lot of people are not. They're just like, oh, we're actors. No, an actor to me is like DiCaprio, and we're on our way. You know what I'm saying? That's the level I want to reach. I don't want to like do this just to, that.
All the legends.
Because we don't have that.
Jack Nicholson.
We have great actors in our, don't get me wrong, not to take credit away from the people that have come before us.
Yeah.
But you and me have had different goals for a long time. You know, it's to be on top with certain, we don't have a Denzel. We have great actors, like I said. Do
you mean for like Latinos?
Yeah. We have great actors.
No, dude, you're right. I've been having this conversation, and I'm like, where's the Mexican DiCaprio at?
We haven't had that.
I thought Al Pacino was Mexican. I was like, I thought that dude's Mexican.
Yeah, and we take him on. Yeah, I fucking love Al Pacino. We take him on because he looks Latino, but he's not. He's Italian.
Even Antonio Banderas. I was like, yeah,
right.
We got Desperado.
And we'll like take these people on, but
it's España. I'm like, no mames, güey. But
we don't have that. And thank God we had actors who've paved some of the road for us. But we're still building the road, and we still got to put the red carpet on top of it.
Yeah,
and we're gonna keep doing that. No doubt about it. Exactly, no doubt. Bro. It's been my vision for a long time. At the current moment, because I haven't received that. There has been some offers at the gates, but stuff that I really want to do like that.
Sure.
When I fully get the stuff that I really want, I can be one of the best actors in the world without a doubt in my mind. I just need that opportunity next to show that. Because I'll see a lot of these big actors around, these young ones, and I'm like, I can do that. I can keep up with anybody. Same to you,
Thank you, bro. Yeah.
We've and it should pay off that way. I don't like doing this just to do it. I really don't. You want to leave a legacy behind. That to me is great. Bro. That's what makes me like love the craft and love the. That to me is a win. Don't get me wrong, movie's cool and all, but what's the next project, you know?
Brother, I know exactly what you're saying, man. I know exactly what you're saying. And sometimes I tell my buddies this all the time. I tell my family, I'm like, sometimes the best thing to do is to take a look around and be like, what is God trying to teach me right now in this moment? What is he trying? What lessons do I need to learn? Because there was a certain point in my life where I was like, I just wasn't thinking, bro. I was pissed. I was like, man, I want this, I want that. And now I was like, wait a second. Take a look around, not to smell the flowers. Sure, you smell the flowers, yes, but take a look around and be like, what lessons can I learn right now? Literally grab a notebook and I would grab a notebook and I'd write down, okay, this is what I learned with dealing with these types of people. This is what I learned with dealing with this type of financial situation, XYZ situation, relationships, whatever. And once I had it down, it was crazy what happened, bro. My life instantly, it is almost like a video game, like it moved forward. And it was almost like God was waiting for me to take notes of what was going on around me, understand it, so that on the next level, it didn't screw me over again.
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You know how they say it. And dude, but no, I hear you, bro. I'm on the same boat with you. But dude, you're talented, man. You're very talented. You're a talented artist too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a lot of actors who are like, yo soy actor, aquí estoy actuando, cha. And it's like, what are you doing, bro? Yeah. Like, get your corny ass away from me, man. Especially at the networking events, bro.
Isn't that crazy?
They're, oh, ¿qué tal, Zico? Oh,
yeah. And then fucking crazy.
And I'm like, hey, bro, get away, bro. You're scaring me.
It's kind of crazy, bro.
I suck at networking. I'll be honest, though, bro. I fucking suck.
What's some of the BS that I didn't get to ask you? What was it?
With networking?
Or just in general with like the acting?
With acting, I think some of the biggest like BS is I remember at a time when the show came out, I was doing a lot of general meetings. So essentially, you go to the studio, you meet the studio exec or the head of casting or this and that. Bro, I was just, what am I gonna do? Sell myself? You know what I mean? Like it just didn't feel organic. And I understand it's a skill. And honestly, I need to be better at that skill because I'm just simply in that part of my craft, my career, whatever. I don't feel like I excel in it. In the craft, I feel like I'm getting better progressively. But dude, I suck at networking. And I think one of the weirdest things for me was going to these meetings and almost like having somebody felt like the power dynamic was there. And yeah, certainly it was there.
It sucks.
And they're like, okay, Z, so tell me, what time is it? Get the car ready. Tell me about yourself, Z.
Yeah. And you can't.
And it's like, people, wait, what? Like, I thought you wanted to meet with me, and they're like, oh, you did In the Gates move? Was it a movie? I'm like, damn, bro, like what the fuck? Like,
right.
It's kind of offensive.
That shit is kind of whack, yeah. Because you can't connect.
And then you're trying to sell yourself, and it's like, I don't know, bro. And maybe it's just a mentality that we've instilled in ourselves with our parents, being Latinos, bro, in first gen in the country. Where I saw my dad, he was the employee, and then he was like, nah, I'm not gonna be the employee, I'm gonna be el jefe.
Yeah, the boss.
And I think that bleeds into us, bro. Or we're acting this very strange industry of like, you got to get through the casting director, the producers, the writers, the directors, the studio, the screen test, this and that. And gladly we'll do it, bro. I'll do it. I'm never too proud, bro. I'm not asking for handouts. I'm gonna work my ass to the top. I'm never gonna do anything immoral or something that I don't believe in to get to where I want to be. But at the same time, while I'm continuing that path, bro, I have to create.
Yeah.
I must. If I'm not creating something artistic in my life, then I'm creating chaos, bro. I'm chasing chaos.
Mm.
And yeah, bro, that's why I'm learning how to write. I just got final draft and taking some courses online, on YouTube, and I'm just a student right now, just learning.
Yeah. Always a student of the game, yeah?
Yeah.
That's great.
And I'm never too proud to be like, oh, I wrote a masterpiece. Like, no, dude, I wrote a script the other day. It sucked. It was a little short. It sucked. I read it. I was like, oh, this is really bad.
Yeah, I'm writing the first one too, yeah. With my, wait, what?
Oh, no, I was just saying, my shit sucked. And I was like, I need to get better. Never too proud though,
Yeah. I mean, I saw
you're writing a script.
I'm writing my first script with the director of At the Gates, Augustus.
Oh, nice, bro.
Can't really speak on it too much, but that's been cool. A learning experience too is learning from him and getting better at the craft. I still go to acting classes. I'm going to acting class right after this.
Oh yeah,
and,
what time is that at?
It's already started. You're good. You're good.
Okay,
I told him I was showing up late, but
all right.
Just staying committed to it, you know. But I understand because then you'll meet those casting directors, and it sucks because there's power dynamics, and you need those connections. But I'd rather meet people like this, you know.
Yeah.
Here's my heart.
Sure, bro.
And we got to connect.
Yeah.
You know, that to me is more important to me than
exactly.
And you don't see it. That's why I think actors connect with the audiences anymore because no one's putting a rib on the table.
That's very true, bro. I didn't even think about that connection with the audience as an artist. I feel like lately the work has been so flat out, like that I've seen. Like it's just flat. I don't feel like I'm rooting for the characters. I'm not there. I just don't feel that connection to a lot of the work being put out there. Yeah. There's some really great work out there. Don't get me wrong. And there's also some really great people in the industry. There's a lot of really great people. Alan Luna, cool dude, man.
Yeah.
He came on in the campus, spit some wisdom to the kids, told them like the do's, the don'ts. So there's some really really good people in this industry. I don't ever want, somebody to be like, well, this dude fucking hates all that. It's like, no, like there's some cool people in here. I guess there's just some certain things that I have to work on within myself, Yeah,
Alan's a good dude though. He was at I invited him to my premiere.
Oh,
he was saw at the Gates. He's a good dude, man. He's for the people, but it's hard to meet people like that too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a good one. Yeah. There's a few others that are good, but then like I told you last time we did that episode, you taught me a valuable lesson that day. I met you my first day on set on my blog, because you were very humble. Yeah. You weren't arrogant. No. You didn't make me feel like less than you. And that was very welcoming to me because someone in your position can easily do that. Yeah. That was great. That was great because then I did it for my movie and whatever projects I was on to not treat the other people, whether it was an extra or the person, the janitor, whatever, you're treating them with respect. And that's just goes to your parents, how they raise you, and they raise you with manners and whatnot. And that's just a good thing to have because it's very easy to have your ego boosted quickly. Oh, for sure. And I've seen it. I've been around actors who are fucking assholes, and I don't take that shit from anybody either. So like, like yo, chill. But
you're a human being.
Yeah, relax.
You still bleed, man.
But that's nice. You still bleed. Exactly. So it's very nice to have people show that, and that's a good example for the kids out there that want to do that. Is to have people feel welcomed, have people be part of the group. Obviously, take your space because you're an actor. And you want to focus on what your work, but you'll have time to talk later. But that was just very valuable to me. Is genuineness because I can spot fake people and real people like that bro. Now. But that was just a very valuable thing that I learned. Bro.
Thank you.
It takes time.
And it does take effort. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you do have to go out of your way to show that kindness. Because even myself, but sometimes I'll be on set. I didn't sleep. I'm tired. I'm cranky and trying to learn my lines. I'm frustrated trying to learn and like I don't want to be disturbed. But even if it's just a simple second of like, hey, how are you? How you doing? Just want to say hi. I'm going to go, work. And just to show that respect where people, it's the saying, dude, it's people don't remember what you said. They just remember how you made them feel.
Yeah.
And I hope to everybody who watched today's episode, bro, that, whether you remember exactly what we said or not, I just hope you remember how you felt watching this and hearing this, understand that you're not alone. That if you're going through some tough shit out there, keep going. You have to. You cannot give up. You will not give up. Because if you give up, you know what's going to happen. You know the result that's going to come with giving up. Yeah. And I don't ever want anybody to watch this to give up, bro. But yeah, if you could give a final message to the audience, to the younger you, or what would you say?
Younger me, I'd say we're still here and we're still pushing. We're still moving forward. I never stopped and I'm going to keep going to the top and I'm going to get there one day and I'm going to bring all my people with me and we're on our way, bro. And bro. Like I said, I just wanted to be as honest as possible with you guys. And like I said,
the honesty, bro.
Yeah, bro. And thank you for having me, bro. You're a good friend and I appreciate you. And
you brought out some honesty out of me that I wasn't even really going to talk. I never, I always keep it like very PG
good,
here and chat.
Yeah, because we understand you guys look at us and whatnot and just thank you guys for supporting me. And we're on our way. This is only the beginning. We're about to blow up and be on top. So, yeah, thank you again, bro. And God bless you, bro. I appreciate you, my fucking man right here. Yeah.
Let's go.
Legend.
That's a great episode, bro.